You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. Here we are again. I don't know. I got some stuff to talk about. I got a list. But good morning. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me this morning. We've got a few people hanging out in the chat already. Lascruces, good morning. He is the first one in as usual. Phil 2 is here. No, we changed the name. We changed the no treehouse, but we are ready for some crispy hash browns for sure. Jerry's here. Good morning, Jerry. I wonder if Jerry's going. I know there's the 110 comic show, a local Long Island show. I saw it on Instagram this morning. So Jerry, you let us know. You heading over there? Morning, Trev. Good to see you. Trev's got his stream later on today. BLC in the house. The cat is here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. John is here, up early on the West Coast. Good morning, John. I know we're going to talk a little bit about the CBC Awards in a little bit, but John, Comics with Kids, and Known Good Comics, Justin, see some nominations for them for their Omnibus X-Men reviews. It's pretty good to see. Callie and Jordan Squad, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Yes. It's the only way I can remember everything that I want to talk about. I got to write stuff down. Jade K, Retro Gaming, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Higgy's here. Higgy Pop, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Mark is here. Mark, are you back from vacation? I know you've been lots of Instagram posts hanging by the pool this week. So my guess is it's you're almost done. Vacation's almost over. Oh, the X-Men one that just came out. We've got a, or is that no more? You gotta. Oh, nice, very nice. Still on the island. Is there a? Well, we'll get to the Sunday lineup, so we'll see if you've got. New X-Men Omni. Gotcha. I'm sure John and Justin are aware. But yeah, let's talk Sunday lineup. We've got the Sunday legendary lineup, I should say. Collecting with Derrz always puts this out on Instagram, highlights all of the Sunday streams, but he's got a little bit of a typo here. So we're kicking off here. Breakfast with Brian, 9:45. Bleecker Street is at Church, Comic Book Church with Bleecker is on at 10:45, not 9:45. So a little bit of a typo, but we'll forgive him. And Bleecker hangs out. They go for 4 or 5 hours. Always a cast of characters hanging out with him. So definitely go check that out. And then you get a little bit of a break. And then at 5, you've got Council of Comics with their weekly film review. You got 6 p.m. You've got the Sunday sesh with Derrz. You've got K-pop tonight, kicking it with K-pop. Her creator indie spotlight. She usually does that Fridays and Sundays, but definitely check that out tonight. No Week's End tonight. I don't see on the list, so I guess Mark, let us know. Are you truly still on vacation? Oh, okay. All right. So you'll be at Week's End tonight, 8:30. We'll be back. And then you've got, rounding out the night, you've got Trev, the shipping guru, and Evil's Comics, the Sunday Night Live at 10 p.m. Eastern. All these times are Eastern because they are. But that's the Sunday lineup. Meatwad's here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. All right, so Mark is back tonight. Week's End, 8:30. I'm sure we'll be talking all things vacation for Mark. And we've got Deadpool coming up on Wolverine and Deadpool on Thursday. I actually have tickets. My son and I are going Thursday, like 7, I think a 7 o'clock show, some early evening. So looking forward to that. There's been, I think last week, they released the last trailer with a couple little spoilers. So I've been trying to avoid, just I want to go enjoy it. So looks like it's going to be good. So that's right. Eastern, real time. Morning, Phil. Wow. You went out shopping early or had groceries delivered early. But Phil had a great interview last night. He did his Saturday show in the evening instead of Saturday morning. So definitely go check that out. Check out the replay. Phil, is it Phil? Hickey. So definitely go check out the replay from Phil from last night. There he is. And it was funny, Derrz. I went to a comic shop yesterday. I visited 2. And one of the comic shops, it's the oldest actually in South Carolina, is called Legends. So I think you need to visit that sometime. Flo is here. Good morning, Flo. And if you haven't heard, Flo is, he's got his podcast, but he's actually doing some videos out on his YouTube channel. So definitely go check that out. In front of the camera, doing some stuff. And then we had a DC video that he dropped last week that blew up. Not Phil, that's right. It was Pat Hickey Jr. Yeah, definitely go check that out. Good interview. I caught about 3/4 of that last night. Good stuff. Yeah, I think we got everybody in the chat so far. So CBC Awards, that's the first thing on the list. CBC Awards, we are under 3 weeks remaining in nominations. Updated the nomination list on the CBC Awards website on Friday. I've been doing that every Friday, updating the list. We well over 500 different channels and creators and shows nominated. So yeah, we are in the second half of the nomination period. Took a peek too at the overall nominations just to kind of get a comparison. We're like 260 plus total number of nominations that have come in, the actual ballots. And I looked at last year, the total was around 350. So we're still got a couple weeks left. So we're kind of on pace to at least hit the same amount from last year or even a little bit more. So, but the nominations piece of it is so important because that's really, where the finalists come from, right? The most people with the most nominations make the finalist list. So it's important that you, get your favorites in that in. So, yeah, definitely, if you have it nominated, don't wait right to the end because it does take a little bit of, you got to kind of go through the different categories, the tiers and that to figure out which shows you want to nominate. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, that's actually funny because Flo, he was talking about being college professor, still is, and actually being a journalist teacher. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Small world. Yeah, just don't miss your chance, right? Get your favorites in, right? So yeah, and again, thank you to everybody who's been sharing out Instagram posts, and a lot of people have been mentioning it in their videos or in the chat when they're in the chat, things like that. So really do appreciate that. Obviously, those things help spread the word, and there's been a lot of new names that are popping up that I haven't seen in previous years. So which is always a good thing. We're kind of hitting different pockets of the community. So always good stuff. But again, I can't thank everybody enough for supporting it and sharing it out. Really, appreciate that. And like I said, it helps spread the word. So, it was kind of a very busy week. The physical prints of the Doctor came in. So spent a good chunk of my evenings this past week getting these all bagged and boarded and packed up and mailed out. So they're kind of hitting in waves. Some people actually got their books on Friday. Got a bunch of people that got them on Saturday. And then there's, just looking at the tracking, there's a big chunk of people that will be getting them on Monday. And then I think the last few on Tuesday. And then there's a couple international users, supporters that I sent their tracking information to. That obviously would take a little bit longer, but came out really good. I was really happy with the printing and all of the little rewards that were added, the bookmark stickers and the coin that came with it. It's been, so far so good. Good reaction. A bunch of people, Digger Jim, Comic Cap Collectibles, Switch Comics, a few other people put out some reviews and just spotlighting the book, a few Instagram posts as well. Again, can't thank everybody enough for supporting it. We do have some copies available. I do have extra copies if anybody's interested. Just hit me up. So there is one of the variant covers. And this is actually one of the covers too. My daughter actually did this cover. So this was kind of a cover that wasn't part of the Kickstarter, but I actually have copies of this as well, like I said. So definitely appreciate everybody who supported it. I highlighted Becker's comment, but didn't read it. But yes, there's no deadline. That's right. The complaining will continue. So yes, there's no no date that you have to have your complaints in by. That's pretty much has started since I did the first announcement of the award. So yes, you've got plenty of time. Raging's here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let me just grab one of these here. We've got the bookmark that comes with your order, the Doctor. And we also have a little coin that came with it, a soup doc, and it's got the little address. And this ties into the story. So if you've read the book or seen the book, you would know what that's about. And we're working on issue 2. Script is done. Script is with the artist. Actually have page 1 done so far. It's a new artist. Working with a new artist for issue 2. So expect that we'll actually kind of kickstart that probably in November. Need to get the dust settled on Comics Curing Cancer, the big event, the first week in October. And then we have the CBC Awards in November, the first Saturday of November 2nd. So I want to make sure that all of that is done before I have the Kickstarter for the Doctor issue 2 going. So give everybody a little bit of a break. So let's see. Mike's here. Good morning, Evil Mike. Appreciate you being here. I mean, I sent yours out, I think on Wednesday, Mark, or Thursday. So I mean, hopefully by the time you get home from vacation, it's there. Because Alan got one too. So I mean, I could have probably drove it to you quicker. So, nice, Trev. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was funny. Like some people got their books pretty quickly. That were further away, and like there were, I know Vogs. I sent one to Vogs, and he's in North Carolina, just a state over, and I'm not sure if he got his yet. So it's kind of weird. Weird that's people further away got it quicker. Sleepy Reader in Washington got his like within 2 days. So from South Carolina to Washington, go figure that one out. Lettuce Comics is here. Good morning. If you haven't seen, you got to go check out Lettuce Comics' latest video. He did a little hunt with another community member, and he's got a great intro to the video. So definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it. Very funny. He always does a good presentation on his videos. Mixes in a little comedy to keep the videos fun for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Beckerman's on. I'm pretty sure Beckerman's on the list. So yeah, it's kind of strange the way the man, like I said, sending out. I sent it out in like basically in 2 waves. I sent out, I think, issues on Wednesday and then Thursday. By the time I packed everything up for the Kickstarter, and like I said, there were some people that got it very quickly, and I guess it just depends on your local post office. So Josh is here. Good morning, Josh. Hope you're doing well. Hope fishing is going well for you this summer. That's a good way to go. Brad is here. Good morning, Brad. Brad just won a copy of The Doctor too. We gave it away when we Mark suckered me into giving away a copy. No, I'm just kidding. So I sent that one out. CatFan's here. Good morning, CatFan. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well. Hoping you're having a good Sunday so far. Yeah. Daily Comic and Collectible. Check out CatFan. Good morning, Rob. Rob is up early as always. And check out the pre-recorded only slabs yesterday. Rob and Chris showed off their top 5 slab pickups for the year. Pretty interesting. I thought I'd see, I shouldn't say, I thought there'd be a lot of Spider-Man books. Chris had a few. Rob is mostly his ASM run is done. So he's been picking up some other key issues, some Batman books and a few others. So definitely go check that out. A fun pre-recorded. And you've got there's a giveaway chance. So definitely go check that out if you haven't seen the pre-recorded only slabs. Let's see. Barry, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Seeking Superman, good morning. Appreciate everybody being here. We got 15 people hanging out with us so far. Let's see. Fanboy's here. Good morning, Fanboy. Appreciate you being here. Zach is here. Good morning, Zach. Somebody was talking about that in the community. I think it was Justin from Three Good Nerds about that his postman does not like him, or just I don't know. I guess it's the amount of packages that he gets. But I said, maybe it's time for a peace offering. When I was working from home when we lived in New York during COVID, I would basically go out and see the mailman every day because I'm working from home to pick up the mail. So was chatting with him every day, and so the packages got a little extra care from him, and it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing to keep especially with the amount of packages that most of us get, that you keep keep the postman happy for sure. I know Phil's got one who's post whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Is there a politically correct term now? The mail carrier, that guy, the guy or the woman who delivers the mail. I know Phil's got one who's a little hard to deal with for sure. So 50 fish so far for Josh this summer. Very nice. Let's see. But he's saying good morning, just checking the chat, making sure I'm not missing anybody. Fanboy, 15 months. Thank you for that, sir. Yeah, have a great, that's right. Yes, I know Fanboy has some commitments on Sunday morning. But let's see. We'll give him, we're going to play something for the milestone.
Thanks, Timu.
Thanks, Fanboy. Razor's here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let me see. What did I miss? Yeah, so that's why when I'm watching the Only Slabs pre-recorded. Yeah, like I said, I had to kind of set my expectations because Rob does have a lot of the Spideys already in the bag. So there you go. There's a tip for you. There's a tip if you're out fishing. Really? Yeah, there's been a lot of that. There was I saw something in the news within the last couple of weeks that there were some USPS guys at JFK airport in New York stealing checks and millions of dollars that were checks, I guess, outbound international mail carrier, postal carrier. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Never good. Hip is here. Team Nerd Herd podcast. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, you definitely want to, with the amount of stuff that I know that I get in the mail, you definitely want to, you definitely want to try to keep those guys happy, right? So they don't crush your, they treat the packages. Newman, keep the packages, at least, they're not throwing them around, right? Kingdom of Nerds, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm way behind on the chat. Just catching up, making sure I'm not missing anything important. Let's see. Well, Josh, thanks for checking in. Yeah, I hope you have a great day at work. Yeah, 10-hour shift, never fun, but hope you have a good day. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. And if you're not familiar with somebody, go check out their channel. Follow, if anybody wants to drop, any of the admins want to drop links, please do. Definitely go follow each other. Yeah, that's not good. Never good when you're getting, stuff in the mail. Wow, crazy. Bleeker's here. Good morning, Bleak. And Bleak, like I said, he has Sunday church following us, 10:45. So after we finish up here, go hang out with Bleak, and they go, like I said, to Bleeker. The church with Bleeker goes for hours. So, yeah, the whole do not bend. Yeah, it does seem like it's like a challenge, right? Like they want to take their anger out. There he is. There's Derrz dropping links. Appreciate it. Dr. CBC Awards. So I caught up on a bunch of shows this past week. So Acolyte, the Disney Plus Star Wars show, had finished that. I've been watching that kind of weekly as it's come out. I know Legion Mark has been very critical of it, and I did like it. I did like it. I mean, growing up on Star Wars, having any live action Star Wars is usually pretty good, right? I thought some of the lightsaber battles in the show were done really well. The problems I had with it were you had a whole show based around Jedis and Force sensitive characters. And there was a lot of like inconsistencies in the storytelling. There were some continuity things in the actual filming of it that were distracting. But when you have basically the whole cast who is Force sensitive, Jedis or Siths, and you have some of the storytelling elements of things that are happening and that a Force user doesn't pick up on, you kind of have to be careful with that storytelling. So that was the one problem. A couple of the problems I had: continuity of some of the filming, and then just the nature of the story with the all these Force users and things that were happening, like people. There was a character in handcuffs, and she seeks out, and the Jedi Master doesn't detect any of that stuff going on. So definitely some continuity issues, but overall it wasn't bad. Like I said, anytime you get live action Star Wars is usually pretty good. There was some great fights, lightsaber fights, things like that. So definitely worth checking out, whether you like it or not. I thought it's definitely worth the watch. I didn't feel like I was wasting my time. I think there was enough there that I liked about it. So I think they're actually talking about a season 2. So we'll see where that goes. There was a little bit of a not cliffhanger, but a little bit of something going on in the last episode, which we didn't really get fully developed. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll see a season 2. So we'll see what happens. Biz, good morning, Biz. Appreciate you being here. Love for Comics, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anybody else in the. Yeah, definitely. The fight sequences, the lot of Force push and things going on. So I thought that was well done. So yeah, I mean, even if you're just in it for the action stuff, I don't think you'll be disappointed. So yeah, no, that definitely was right. I mean, the whole story centers around some previous events that happened and that involving the Jedi. So yeah. Well, I think it's definitely worth watching if you're any type of Star Wars fan. There's definitely, like I said, there's definitely enough stuff in there for me that I liked about it. So, yeah, there was. I'm not going to highlight Razor's comment just for somebody who has not seen it, but there was a little. There was a little teaser at the end there. So yeah, definitely some good stuff. So, and then I caught up. I finished X-Men 97. I had watched, I think, episode 1, and then kind of didn't watch it for a while. So I finished that as well. That was good. For me, I'd never watched the original X-Men 97, so it didn't hit that nostalgia for me because I never had watched the previous. I thought it was done really well, but I wasn't like wowed by it. There's a couple little cameos that we see of some other characters, Spider-Man, which was in it for like all of like 3 seconds. I thought there might be a little bit more of that. Some of the other characters we saw, I think Daredevil and a few others. But yeah, no, I thought it was well done. I guess I didn't have the same reaction as others who had watched the original because I just didn't have that kind of base excitement for it. But I thought it was done well. And I hear, I think Derrz mentioned yesterday, I think he actually interviewed or sat in on a panel with all of the voice actors for all of the voice actors for X-Men 97. And I think they said season 2 is done and they're working on season 3 already. Yeah, there you go. He's talking about, it was one of the local con, I guess, in Ohio that he went to and got to see all of the voice actors. So he's got, I think, part of the panel hanging out with them. So definitely check that out. It was definitely, X-Men was done really well. Like I said, I didn't have the history behind it. So I wasn't like super pumped for it because I never watched the original, so I couldn't really, it didn't hit that nostalgia, note for me. So, Derrz got a pretty cool Magneto signed action figure too. That was pretty cool. There you go. Season 2 completely done, and they're voicing season 3. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, no, I'd definitely watch it. Interested to see where they go with the story and. See if they introduce or, some of the characters that, like I said, there was cameos by a few characters, Spider-Man and a few others. So wondering if they'll, and then there's talk of maybe bringing back the Spider-Man animated show from around that same time. So, yeah. And then the last thing I watched was The Boys. Caught up on season 4. I've been watching it all along. I usually kind of binge watch it. I don't watch it as it comes out weekly because I think I think when I first watched The Boys, season 2 was like in progress. So I caught up on season 1 and then caught up on it, but. I'm trying to think. The Boy season 4 to me, it seemed like season 4 from a main storyline, like not too much happened. At least that's the way I felt. I mean, obviously the season finale, there was everything kind of happened. There was a lot of stuff that happened, the storyline that we've been following for almost 2 seasons now. But The Boys for me is borderline. I'm not a big blood and guts. I'm not a big horror fan because I don't care for the violence piece of it and the blood and guts of some of the horror movies, slasher, the slasher stuff. It's just never been my thing. And so The Boys really there's scenes that I'll like not even, I can't, I'll have to look away because I just don't like some of the, graphic violence and, some of the blood and guts. So it's certainly one of those borderline shows. I think the story is done really well. Obviously, what if superheroes were really, we've got these people, and I don't know if we can call them superheroes, but people with powers that are just not using them, not using them for good. But it just seemed like there wasn't a lot happening throughout the season. And then obviously, the Boys is just known for, being over the top with some of the characters and things that they, and some of the scenes they, put together. So, but it's still enjoyable from a story standpoint. You obviously have Homelander, who is, a Superman powered type, a Superman type who's just, he's got some, some issues, right? He's not all there. So, but caught up on that. So that was good. So I caught up on a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch next. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, I enjoy the storyline, and there's definitely some characters in there, right? Huey and, characters that you're kind of rooting for, but you know, some of it is just is out there, right? I think they just put stuff in the story just to kind of be kind of outrageous, right? So Neil is here. Good morning, Neil. Appreciate you being here. Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely a certain taste for sure. It's over the top is definitely a good way to describe it. It's definitely it's borderline for me, right? I stick in for the story, but some of the visuals just um we'll DoorDash you some pancakes. How's that? Does that sound good? Yeah, I've never read any of the comics, so I don't even have that to compare. Yeah, and the deep character is funny because it's just like, they're just totally messing with him, and the whole yes, the web weaver in season 4 was it was definitely interesting. Hmm. Yeah, season 4 definitely seemed like Homelander was really driving the story in the 7. So yep, no, definitely left you at a definitely leaves a cliffhanger for sure. But I don't know, and the the farm scene, I guess it was episode 7, when they go to 6 or 7, where they go to the farm. There was some pretty crazy twists with some of the animals. So yeah, it was definitely interesting. There's certainly enough there to keep me interested, from, like I said, from a story perspective, even though I'm not the big fan of the graphic violence and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely it's it's definitely a little crazy. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think that's the unique piece of it, right? You have the you basically, you have, like you said, all these people with powers that are just not, they're not good people. So yeah. Let me see. Oh, really? I didn't know that either. Hmm. Yes, definitely a lot of shock value, right? Definitely, for sure. Really? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Yeah, I had watched Echo a while ago. Echo was okay. I think the best part of Echo was really kind of the tie-in with Kingpin, the Kingpin stuff, because I think the Kingpin obviously is a good character. It's well acted, so that's pretty. That was okay. That's one that it was okay. Neil dropping some links. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, I gotta find out what next. I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch next, because a lot of times I'll will watch stuff with Rob Gifted. Thank you, sir. I can't see. For some reason, StreamYard doesn't show me who actually picks up the gifts. But thank you. Rob did that a few weeks ago as well. Really do appreciate that, Rob. I did watch Bad Batch. Bad Batch was really good, I thought. That I would watch weekly as it came out. I enjoyed, definitely enjoyed that. So Joffrey is here. Good morning. What show is Sunny? I'm not sure. For some reason, I think of the Philadelphia show with Danny DeVito. Yeah, I haven't watched any of Cobra Kai. Karate Kid was, when I watched Karate Kid when it came out, it was okay. Thank you, Rob. Well War, Ryan, Legion, Canadian Survivalist, and Ben Compton claimed memberships. Thank you, guys. Welcome. You'll let me know. I'll have to send out. I'll have to send out some stickers and stuff to you guys. So just let me know. Banshee. Is Banshee like, was that a Showtime or Max show, I thought, right? Thank you, CatFan. Okay. Not one I've heard about. Yeah, I think the last thing I watched on Apple was Marnock, the Godzilla, the Godzilla King Kong type show. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember Doug mentioning that. Yeah, Showtime series. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Jack Ryan, I've watched all seasons of that. I usually watch that when that first comes out. That is done really well. I enjoy that show. That's been a good show. If you haven't watched that and like any type of spy action type thing, definitely want to go check that out. So the bear is that is that like the cooking restaurant one for some reason? I think I remember that. And Reacher's another one I got to put on my list because I heard good things. I haven't watched that yet. Yeah, Ryan is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Take a note of that. That's probably something I'll watch. Definitely want to watch that. Yeah, the bear. Okay. Yeah, I know I've seen previews of that. I think is it FX? I think. Yeah, that's the problem. There's just so many different services and so many, so many great original shows that you can go crazy spending all the money. So, let me see. We need to do. We're running behind here. Let's do our duck from last week. Where is it? So everybody that left the hashtag in a comment on last week's video. We got Phil, Adventurous Joe, CatFan, Trev, God is Great, lascruces, Uncanny D-Man, Collecting with Derrz. We'll run this real quick. Shuffle. This is for a chance, a duck for the end of the month. So we'll see who gets it this week. And then we'll do, we've got our chat giveaway that we'll do as well. Pick some books. Who's it going to be? Who's going to make a run? 10 seconds left. Who's this at the end here? lascruces making a run right here. There he is. You'll get a duck at the end of the month. We'll add him to the list. We pull books every Sunday. Used to be Sunday, and then at the end of the month we have a final duck race, and it's a winner take all. But we were talking membership, so thank you, Rob, for the gifts, and everybody that picked them up. We'll get you added to the list. But big shout out to all of the channel members: Trev, the Shipping Guru; Rob, Fat Stax; the Comic Vet; Comic Bookworm. Hope you're doing well. Naman, hope you're feeling better. CatFan Comicsman; Fanboy Prime; Joshua Anderson; Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension; IzzyVerseNYC; Collecting with Derrz; J80 Hobbies; Comics by the Bay; Philtastic Comics and Art; Comiverse; Tony, hope you're doing well; Malo, Madam Blaster; Cliff on Comics; Jimmy G Comic Guy; Remy Q Studios; Neil Collects; ABX Comics and Games; Still Only 35 Cents; Kingdom of Nerds; Taylor Winder; lascruces 1971; Steve White; and Jack B Comics. And then we've got a whole group of new channel members. So thank you. Rob, thanks for those gift memberships. Let's see. We had a few. Shop is here. Good morning, Shop. Got a video coming out this week, I think. I picked up some books from Shop. So watch, be on the lookout for that. And Shop, yeah, books arrived safely. Thank you. Definitely go check out Shop on IG and on Instagram. Shopverse going strong. Let's see. So we're talking membership. So this month's membership prize is going to be a big old stack of indie books. You're going to get a copy of The Doctor. You're going to get some other Kickstarter books that I recently picked up. The Elf with No Name, issues 1 and 2. You're going to get The Fog Within, another Kickstarter book, issues 1 and 2. Tough Girl, another independent book, issues 1 through 3, and they're signed by the writer of the book. I'm sorry, not the writer, the artist of the book, Brian Mon. And we've got Rogue, little Punisher homage cover there. That's a trade paperback. And you're going to get the Comics Curing Cancer Sonic exclusive. And remember, C3 first weekend in October. Rob, Fat Stacks, DJ Links, Legion of Comics, Mark, they are seeking donations, quality donations for auction to help raise money, slabs, original art, sketch covers, things like that. So follow them on Instagram and then reach out. We're not that far away. And the C3 weekend is the first weekend, right, Rob? Correct me, first weekend in October, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I believe. So definitely go support that. Definitely go support that. I have to get a few things out to them as well, but that is what the membership giveaway will be this month, a kind of indie pack, since we kicked off the completion of The Doctor this month. I figured we'd do an indie giveaway, a bunch of indie comics. And then we have our stack of books so far that we have collected. We collect 5 every week. We're going to pull 5 more from the giveaway box. So drop the hashtag indie comics for a chance at a end of the month duck as well. Yeah, and the goal is 50K, right? That's what they hit last year. So, so definitely if you guys are, have donations that you can support, or just, put some money aside so that you can bid on some things in October and help hit that 50K 50K mark. I knew I missed somebody in the chat. Will, Couple Comics, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Chicago Schultze's here as well. Good morning. Our reigning fantasy football champion, but that we're almost a new season upon us, so we'll be looking to crown a new one. Yeah, there we go. Rob said it. October 4th through the 6th. Yep, first weekend in October. Comics Curing Cancer. And Rob, yeah, let us know too if I know you're busy with stuff, but if we, any of the individual shows, certainly willing to do anything I can Sunday morning for you. I think Sunday's part of the auction, so if there's anything that we can do here on the Breakfast with Brian, let me know. I know usually some of the shows help raise some money so we can put some giveaway prizes together. So let's see. Yeah, I I won actually a big book on Instagram. So I won ASM 50 and the CGC 4.0 yesterday. So pretty crazy. Let me I was shocked to know that somebody Nexo Comics is giving away ASM 50 and a 4.0 and I won it. So definitely I'll drop his Instagram link. Definitely go check it out. But yeah, so ASM 50 is not a book I own, so that was really it was I was shocked. And it was actually a book that I was actually looking at yesterday, and there was a raw copy of it, but it was pretty. A raw copy was still pretty pricey, and I didn't pull the trigger on it. So then I get home and find out I actually won. So pretty good. All right. Who else did I miss? Das is here. Good morning, Das. Appreciate you being here. All right, we'll give everybody another couple seconds. We've got 17 out of 17 watching, 17 entries. So we'll give everybody just another. Well, I think we got everybody in there. So I don't got to wait anybody. Let's just draw it. Good luck, everybody. Love for Comics. Congrats. You will get a duck at the end of the month for a chance to winner take all, a stack of books that we're giving away. Put you down. DJ Wise. I didn't see DJ. I saw him on the wheel. So DJ, welcome. Good morning. Where is he? I missed him. There he is. DJ. All right, let's pick some books. We're going to take 5 books. We'll do a little front to back to front. Now, I can't claim this is the best weekly giveaway. I think Rob Fat Stax has claimed that on Only Slabs. He's put some big books in there. We try to do. We try to put some nice books in here, at least some number ones. So at least if you win the books, you maybe kick off a reading of a series. We got 3. I'm going to take the second book, and second to the last book. But what we don't give you in quality, we give you in quantity. That's the way I like to describe this book. So let's see what we pulled. We got Batman number 1, 80-page giant. We've got The Bride of Doom, Part 3, Fantastic Four, number 34. We've got Thor, number 1, Where Walk the Frost Giants. We've got DC Universe Rebirth, number 1, Green Arrow. And last but not least, you get the first appearance of Hulk 2099. Sorry, not the Red Hulk, but it is Hulk 2099. 2099 Unlimited number 1. So those are the 5 books we pulled today, but let's see. We have... They'll be added to this stack of books from previous weeks that we pulled. So far, I think we've got 15 books, and we'll add, I think we've got two more Sundays in July. Let's see. No, only one more. Next Sunday, the 28th. So we'll have a total of 20 books. Somebody will be walking away with 20 books. Kenneth is here. Good morning, Kenneth. But yeah, that's what I think I got for you today. The only other thing I was going to mention was a couple of the books I read this week. So this was the trade paperback for Geiger. So I had read the floppies way back when, so went back and reread that. That was enjoyable. I've been reading the ongoing series. And Redcoat had a big kind of a big reveal at the end of this issue. I don't know if anybody else read this so far, though. The one thing I found interesting, and I wasn't sure how to take it. There's like almost 2 pages where the lights go out in they're like in underground, and the lights go out, and it's basically just black panels with text bubbles. So I don't know if that was it made sense as far as the storyline, but I kind of was like, wow, they're cheaping us out here on the art. It's just black printed panels with word bubbles. So I don't know if anybody else found that interesting, or Mike, were they trying to hit a deadline or something and threw this little story a story element in? I don't know. It was interesting. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, was why do this? Were they short on time, and so they I don't know. It was interesting, and not that's right. We've got the San Diego Comic-Con next weekend, right? So it'll be interesting to see, right? I think there's been some rumors out there about Marvel Universe maybe being rebooted, or some things going on. So it'll be interesting to see what type of news come out of San Diego Comic-Con next weekend. So I guess we'll see. But for me, I'm locked in on Deadpool and Wolverine. I'll be there Thursday evening. So, but yeah, that about wraps it up for this week, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out, and congrats to lascruces and Love for Comics. They are being added to the end of the month duck, and we'll pick that next Sunday. We'll pick 2 more winners, and so leave a hashtag, the hashtag Indie Comics, in a comment at the end of this video once we're done, and you'll get a chance at a end of the month duck as well. So appreciate everybody being here. 80s guy, really late. We're just about wrapping up, but I appreciate you stopping in. Head on over to Bleecker Street Comics. If somebody can drop that link, Church with Bleecker, usually Beckerman, Hoot, K-pop, a bunch of people hang out with him, and a good. I usually keep it on in the background as I'm doing stuff around the house on a Sunday. So, yeah, have a great rest of your day and week ahead. Appreciate everybody being here. Let's see. I took this clip and replaced the music and we'll see if I get. We'll see if we get a we get a strike. Let's see what happens. So not a strike, but